This Thursday kicks off a 4-day film festival that celebrates and uplifts trans stories. It's called Translations, and it showcases films by, for, and about trans, non-binary, and gender non-confirming people. And here with a look at some of the films that will be featured in the festival is Dakota Homus. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
This is fantastic because this is the 18th year as a film festival here in Seattle. 18 years. Tell me about Translations and why it's something you said, I want to dedicate my time to this.
I think it's really cool. I think it's incredible that it's in its 18th year. It's one of only a few dedicated trans film festivals in the country. And I love film, and my favorite films are directed by trans people, so I wanted to be a part of it.
So when you talk about these films, let's talk about some of the movies, because there's so many different kind of themes and concepts it's dealing with. But the first one we're going to talk about is called Soft. What's this one about?
Soft is about a group of preteen friends. They're having a exciting summer in Toronto, sort of exploring the nightlife, and then one of them goes missing.
Oh no. And so after that, the story is kind of, it's not just about missing person, it's about maybe some of the other issues that come with people caring about whether this person is missing or not.
Yeah, kind of the troubles of adulthood coming to kids.
Wow. All right, the next film we want to talk about is Something You Said Last Night. What is this about?
This film is about a 20-something on vacation with her family and the difficulties and complexities of that. And it's sort of about not being seen by the people who are close to you.
Yeah, that's really hard, isn't it? Why is it so important for a movie like this to be here for everyone to see?
It's a relatable experience, and it's one that is difficult and kind of nuanced to talk about. And I think seeing it on film can make it easier to talk about.
And easier for people who may not know how to go about it, who may have these same family issues but not been able to express it, right?
Yeah.
Summer Within.
Summer Within is a documentary. It's about a woman who travels to Italy to connect with her ancestry and discovers that ancient Italy actually had a third gender called the Feminelli, and she finds a way to connect to her Italian ancestry for the first time. It's a really good documentary, and it's making its world premiere at our festival.
That's phenomenal. I had no idea. So there's so much learning that goes on at this festival as well, right?
Yeah.
Explain, tell me how people, say they go in and know nothing. What can they learn coming into this and say, oh, I'm learning something about history that I didn't know, or about emotions and feelings, right?
Yeah, you're gonna learn about trans stories throughout time and around the world. The theme this year is Trans Through Time, and I think that kind of means like we've always been here and we're not going anywhere. And it's really powerful to especially see the stories of different trans people throughout the world and the similar and different struggles that they have.
So you're honoring director and actress Isabel Sandoval with a Trailblazer Award. Tell us about Isabel and why this award was important to give to her.
Isabel is a legend. In 2019, she became the first trans woman of color to compete at the Venice Film Festival with her film Lingua Franca, which we are going to be screening this weekend. And we're honoring her with our inaugural Trailblazer Award.
It's so important to see someone who needs to be honored. It really is important. What has their work personally meant to you?
I think her film Lingua Franca was one of the first films I ever saw directed by a trans woman, and it really impacted me.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the short films too, because there's a lot of program. That program is extensive as well, right?
Yes, there are I think 7 shorts programs, and they all have different themes, so you can kind of pick what mood you're in and what you want to see.
This one we're looking at right now, would you say, Rebecca, it's Groomsmen?
Anything catch your eye?
Groomsperson.
Nice.
Groomsperson. Okay, see, that's important. So let's talk about this film. What is it?
This short film is about someone shopping for an outfit to be a groomsperson in a wedding. And I think this is also probably a really relatable experience. I have several friends who have had to navigate being non-binary in a wedding, which is a very gendered ceremony, and that's what this film is about.
It is interesting. I was a groomsperson at my cousin's wedding.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and that was a situation where we had to go through. What do you want to wear? What are we gonna wear? You know, I want you to look like this because it means this, and it was a lot to navigate. So that'll be a very helpful film, I think.
Yeah.
Our last question, I wanted to ask you about what's kind of going on in the world. And, you know, this past Friday, Montana became the 15th state to ban gender-affirming medical care for young transgender people. Why is a film festival like this so important? You know, we talked about what people can expect and to learn when they go to this festival. But overall, the overarching themes about this, why is it so important to be having this, especially in the current climate?
It's a scary time to be trans right now. As you said, a lot of states are really aggressively legislating against trans people. And even in a state like Montana, where they have a trans representative, Zoe Zephyr, she's no longer allowed to speak during the proceedings. So these decisions are being made without our voices being heard.
Yeah.
So to have a film festival that's all about our stories and our voices, I think is really important, and it's very cool.
Well, we're really grateful for you to come in and chat about all these films with us. Cannot wait to see and learn. And also Translations, the Seattle Trans Film Festival is happening this weekend at Arc Lodge Cinemas and the Beacon Cinema in Seattle's Columbia City neighborhood. There is also an online option if you can't get out or for whatever reason you want to watch it online. That is available too.